So, you know, there was a time where I didn't have Apollo. And if you're new to this channel, hi, my name's Janyell, and Apollo is my cat. He is currently 3 years old, and he's about to be 4 this October 20th. So I do apologize in advance. I do have majority of his photos on my iPhone versus my Canon. Do we love these earrings? Like, let me just put my black hair closer. Like, these earrings are so freaking cute. Like, I think I just recently got them and I am wearing them all the time. I'm like, ugh, I digress. So the way I've gotten this cat was kind of funny. My mom had a friend that she knew from her job that were selling kittens because technically the baby mom mated with another cat and there was so many kittens for sale. They kind of pushed this baby cat on her, and I saw this 3-month-old baby cat, and I'm gonna insert the picture right now. He was not the best type of cat. He would cry, he would run around like at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was like, there is no way we're keeping this cat. I was not a cat person. I was like, get this thing out of here. Anyways, let's fast forward. I was 26 years old when Apollo came into my life, and before him I was just losing my mind. I feel like I was just going through so much, like any other 20-year-old is going through, especially in their mid-20s, later 20s. I feel like they're drowning and no one is noticing, or because they don't really tell anybody that they don't really know how to be an adult. You know, you don't really know how to take responsibility of really growing up. And it wasn't the fact of me not being mature. It was the fact of I couldn't figure out my own path. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what kind of career I was going in. I was in school, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to take that. I was in my bachelor's, like that type of degree, and apply it somewhere. I've tried, and I was like, was reaching all types of dead ends in my life. And it was just a lot all at once. The real secret is I was bored. Bored. Period. There is nothing else to say about that. I was so bored because I'm a person that does so many things in my day, and I was just going with it, and I'm a person that, you know, I just keep going until something trickles off my routine. Until I slowly stop my routine, until I slowly like give up and kind of slow down, maybe do something different, maybe not do anything at all. I feel like once you stop moving mentally, physically, maybe emotionally, spiritually, you tend to have this thing called boredom, and boredom starts trickling down to depression. And when I think about it, I kind of just had like a slight minor symptom of depression that eventually I just kind of eventually went back to my routine, back to my lifestyle. Wasn't something I had to take pills for. It wasn't something like I had to be diagnosed. It just occurred, and how I bounced back was really because of him. It was kind of funny. It was kind of funny though. We had this little, almost like a playpen. And you know how you have like a little playpen maybe for babies so they don't kind of go roaming everywhere when they start walking? Well, we had one for Apollo. I kid you not, probably was like 3 feet high. And he, you know, he's like that small. So we don't really think anything's gonna happen, right? We never had a cat. I think my mom had a cat when she was younger, but God knows how that cat was. So here we are, me and my sister, we're watching TV, my dad's on the couch watching TV, my mom's at work, and all of a sudden this cat's like, boop, boop, he just jumps over, and we're like, even though he's like this big, he's like this small. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a 3-level house plus the den. This cat's gonna get lost, he's gonna get like into every little thing. I felt like the house was in tip-top shape. I felt like he could just hide in anywhere. So me and my sister are like scrambling for this cat. Like, you have no idea how much fun an animal can put back in your life, at the same time be as fun and as stressful, because you're like looking for this thing. He's this little black and white fur ball, and I'm like, what if he falls off the stairs? What if he dies? I didn't know. And the reason, like another side note of why I was like kind of bored, I wasn't really reminding myself why I do things, like why I do this routine to go from A to Z, you know? And it's like, I feel like when you fall off on the fact of why you do this, your mindset kind of reverts back of like, do you have to do this? Do you need to do this? Do you really want to do this? You know, your mind does play tricks on you, and people around you play tricks on you, and maybe what you read plays tricks on you, and maybe social media plays tricks on you. Pay attention to what you really want, guys. You will go far in life. I digress. I feel if you're missing something in your life, get an animal. Get an animal, because I truly believe that they are lifesavers, whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat, whether it's a bird, whether it's a koala. Your choice. Get an animal, get a baby, get a friend, get a companion. So like studies like show that pets can really reduce like stress, your anxiety, they can improve cardiovascular disease, ease like loneliness, increase playfulness, you know, like you can reduce depression, like all that kind of jazz. And I strongly believe it. It's been the best 3.5 years of my life. 3 things that I've learned, and 3 things that I've needed to learn while having this cat. First one is patience. Responsibility would be my second, and my third one would be affectionate, along with like being more playful. So let's go over patience. So cats tend to meow till they get their food. That's just how they are. They tend to like do some crying noises, meowing. It even sounds like they're talking to you. And now I am immune to his meow, where like when I prep the food, I'm still like putting it together and he's screaming his head off. I still would, you know, get his food and put it in the dish bowl. Before, I used to, and I'm so sorry, like in advance for any cat people that would probably be like, you're the worst cat mom alive. I didn't know. I used to yell at the cat. I used to be like, why are you crying so like, stop crying. Like, and you would think that like these cats know what you're saying, and they do. Within length of time, they understand your language as much as you understand their language. But, you know, I was just starting out, and with a kitten, it's like my cat literally used to climb on me. Like I used to be like, what the hell is this like demon child? But he used to climb on me, like crying for food, and I used to feed him all these different types of times. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how much to do it until, you know, I did a little bit of research. You need to put them on a routine. They need to be able to wait for the food, because if you're not disciplined, take notes, mom. Moms out there, if you are not disciplining like how you discipline your kids, the way you discipline your kids are the same way you're supposed to discipline your animals, like your pets and stuff. So you need to be able to do that, because everything needs to have like a set routine. Not wild babies crawling on you, or like wild cats crawling on you. Like I didn't believe it. It was cute. And when they're on a routine, they know when they're supposed to eat. Like they don't even need a time. Like they don't actually need like a clock. They know, and it's so cool actually that they know. It must be something to do with the sun going up and going down, and realizing when you're getting fed. So long story short, I'm his food. I'm his care provider. I'm the only thing that can feed him, you know what I mean? Besides another human. The second thing I would say about patience is I thought you can just pet them whenever. However, cats will tell you enough. Like you'll pet them and they'll be like, all right, I'm done. And I used to get so annoyed. I used to be like, when do you want love? When do you not want love? You want me to pet you, but you don't want me to pet you that long? Like, what is going on? So I used to yell and like push him away. But like, when you think about it, if you were an animal, would you want to be pet all day? So dogs actually like that. Cats are like, you're done. It's kind of funny. So, you know, within time I had to learn that. My third thing is him laying across my homework, my laptop. He had Apollo deleted my 5-page paper off my screen. Just exited out. Thank God, thank goodness. I had saved it, you know, I had saved it, so I didn't have, so once I logged back in, I was like, okay, this better have saved or else. or else this cat would have been no more. We would have had to make another video because there would be no cat with me. Responsibility. Ugh. It was actually this was a funny time. When I was in my bachelor's, I was in some online courses, right? And I remember I was like, all right, gotta feed Apollo. I'm gonna run downstairs, feed him, put it in the cat dish, run back up the stairs, close the door. Now, you're gonna sit here and tell me, oh my God, why would you close the door on your cat? So I had exams that were online based where they had the camera on you, and if you made any sudden like strange movements, you automatically get, I don't wanna say fired, but you automatically fail. And there has been times where Apollo had made me fail 2 exams, and I have mentioned to my professors, hey, listen, I have a cat. He literally like jumped over the screen. There was another one where he laid on the keyboard and I'm pushing him away. I'm like, Apollo, no. And no matter how much you want to email your professors, majority of them are not that lenient because by law, if anything is distracting you, you are gonna fail the exam. You get a complete 0. That's it, case closed. And I really didn't want to fail again, to be frank. I really didn't want to go through it again, so the door had to stay shut. Another responsibility story would be that I did not need an alarm clock. I still don't need an alarm clock. This cat is my alarm clock. Like, I kid you not, I wake up at 5 a.m. at the gym every day. Obviously there's days off too, there's rest days, but I still wake up continuously 5 a.m. And I wake up around 4:30ish to get to the gym, really, to start waking up and start getting to the gym. So this cat always wakes me up between 3:45 and 4:30. Like, he knows he's gonna stand over me, and it's like the cutest thing. I see this little white paw like literally coming over to my face, and he doesn't put his claws on me, he just taps me. And he just puts this little paw on me and taps me. And then probably runs it down a little bit, and I'm like, meanwhile, I'm like so knocked out. And I'm like, if I turn over, I would eat his paw. And I'm like, it's kind of scary when you're in the dark and you see something black and white just staring at you at night. So I'm just like, okay, you know what, let me get up. So as I get up to feed him, it's kind of the reason why I wake up now is because if I have to feed him at a certain time, I'm already up, I might as well just hit the gym. So it's a good routine that it's going. You know, I feel like I'm on my toes with my cat. I'm very on my toes with my cat, and I like that because it's like there's a routine with him and there's a routine with me. So this one hits home. Affection / playfulness. When I first heard Apollo like purr. Now cats will like randomly purr when they're very affectionate and they're very close to their owners, and I was a little freaked out. I was like, what's that? He's gonna pee on me. Like that's it, it's gonna pee on me. He's gonna pee on me, he's doing some weird thing. I don't know what that is. No, he's gonna pee on me. So I used to like, when I heard him purr, I used to be like if this was him, I'd be like, okay, that's nice. So yeah, you know, and I didn't realize it until I actually Googled it. I didn't realize it until I Googled it maybe a week later, which I probably should have Googled it on that day, that they're showing so much love and affection towards you that they actually genuinely feel comfortable with you, and they love your presence. They love you, whether it's using, because some people will be like, oh my God, cats just use you. Okay, well my cat really doesn't because he's loyal to me. I can tell there's a connection here. And besides the fact that now that we live together, like by ourselves, just us, alone, just the 2 of us. Yeah, he like still loves me. Like there's still love in the air, you know? I used to be very uptight, very, you know, angry, just very annoyed at the world. I felt like everything I hated, you know? And I realized having this cat, especially Apollo, I'm telling you, he had made me realize like life is how you make it, and not everything is so serious. And you know, I have a very like monotone voice, as you can tell, very monotone. Just like, hi, how you doing? How's today doing? How are you? You know, no. Now, I still have that type of voice, but I feel like I'm not as uptight. I'm more laid back. I take life a little bit easier, and I feel like I have more enjoyment. If you are strongly experiencing any symptoms of what I was mentioning earlier, whether you felt lost, maybe lonely, maybe bored, confused, depressed, yada, 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 I strongly think your trick would get a pet. And even if it's angry at the beginning, it will mellow out just with you for the ride. I'm telling you. Things take time. Took me a while. I still need to figure out what I'm doing for his like birthday. I really want to do a cat cake. I've never done one. Please, anybody that knows anything about that or knows where to buy one or knows anything about a recipe, please comment below. Please comment below if you like this video. If you don't, tell me why. Tell me any recommendations that you want me to do next. I am doing definitely different varieties of videos that are pretty much connecting to small happiness in the day-to-day life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.